Thank you guys for coming back and joining me. Right now, I have a super hot pan in front of me, so if it looks like I'm sweating, which is a good example of water evaporating, it's because I am. What I want to show for you today is how water leaves salt behind when it leaves the ocean. So, when you're cooking, uh, oftentimes water is evaporating out of the pots and pans that you have. This demonstration is showing how the ocean leaves salt behind when the water evaporates. This is a small little cup of salt water. I used really warm water when I started, just like I talked to you about the air molecules. Uh, Warm water's molecules are more spread apart, which allows it to absorb and dissolve the salt in it. It's a great tip if you're making iced tea or lemonade from a mix this summer. Start with warm water, mix that mix in. It'll dissolve a lot better and then put it in the fridge. It'll allow you to not have all those crystals in the bottom. I hate when you finish drinking and you get a mouthful of like sugar crystals. Anyways, let's get this going. I'm going to see if I can demonstrate for this for you. What you're going to see is that uh, when the water evaporates, it's going to leave back solid pieces of salt. Just for the record, please do not try this at home unless you are under super strict adult supervision. What you might notice if you look really, really closely is that there are little white dots in the middle of my pan. And what that is salt crystals left over from this process. Uh, Sadly enough, it's not as easy to see for you as it is for me, but I do promise you, let me just do the whole thing, just have fun. You will start to see little white dots show up, and that is the water evaporating and leaving behind a whole bunch of salt. You can actually even hear the popping, and what that is are salt crystals being left behind. I actually have a few. There's actually some little salt crystals here. You can see on there's a little white dot at the end of it. That is one of the salt crystals being left behind. Like with most science experiments, the first time I tried this, it worked perfectly. This time I could not get it to go quite as well, but you can actually start seeing some of the salt form into a solid. And if you get real close up here, I'll show you. You can now see a bunch of salt crystals in the bottom of the pan. Once again, I reiterate to you, do not try this at home. This is very, very hot. And as you can see, the liquid is becoming more and more white to show that there is salt in it. It's pretty satisfying to see this happening. And once again, the reason I'm showing this to you is to show you that when water evaporates, anything inside of it stays where it is, which allows us to drink water that has come out of the ocean. I usually don't show you guys two videos. Thank you for bearing with me today. Have a great day. And that means you'll have a little bit less work than usual to do today. But thank you. Click stuff, write stuff. I'll see you guys soon.